Parthiban Kanavu, English translation by Anand Kannan, narrated by Sujatha Anand. Book 3, Chapter 33. The Night Before New Moon. About 3 hours after sunset, the prison gates opened. Marapan and a few of his soldiers handcuffed Vikraman and led him outside. An open bullock cart was ready. Vikraman got onto that cart. A few soldiers hopped on and sat on either side. Soldiers were placed ahead of and behind the cart. Marapan whispered something to the soldier who appeared to be the leader. He then indicated that the party should leave. The group started their journey. The cart traveled through the streets of Orayur. The streets, which used to be brightly lit in the nights during the days of the Chora reign, were fully dark. Vikraman found it disturbing to see the Chora capital in such state. "Oh, masters, who is this young man, and where are you taking him?" the cartman asked. Vikraman was astonished to hear the voice. "This sounds like Ponnan. Could it really be him?" One of the soldiers replied, "How does that concern you? Stop the gossip and mind the cart." "True, it does not concern me, but word on the street is that there is a spy from Senvaga Island who came here on the pretext of trading gems and fooled even our Princess Kundavi. I heard our commander arrested the guy. I was only wondering if this is that man." "Maybe. You can pretend this is the spy if that satisfies your curiosity," said a soldier. "Where are you taking him?" "Where else? To Kanchi." "That far? But there are only 7 or 8 of you. What if someone tries to free him on the way?" Vikraman wondered if it was indeed Ponnan. Was this a signal to me that help is coming? He wondered. As he was thinking along these lines, the leader of soldiers asked, "What is that chatter?" It seemed to silence everyone. They reached the banks of Kaveri. Vikraman and the soldiers got off the cart. A boat was waiting for them. A man was standing there with a lit torch. The cartman turned the cart around. As he was doing so, he said to the soldiers, "Goodbye and take care. Get the spy safely to the emperor's court. You may want to be careful around the wild river on the way." Vikraman was able to see his face in the torchlight and was disappointed to see that it was not Ponnan, but the bright eyes seemed familiar. Later, it dawned on him that it was indeed Ponnan. He was hard to recognize because of the large fake moustache. He must have indeed signaled his intentions to free Vikraman near the wild river. This thought cheered Vikraman up. They crossed the river by boat and walked until midnight. They slept at a roadside pavilion. They resumed their journey on a cart the next morning and crossed Parantakapuram around dusk. Vikraman estimated that they were approaching the wild river. He was restless, wondering what sort of help he might get and who might come. It was about 3 hours after sunset. Vikraman was surprised at the pedestrian traffic that late on a dark night. People were traveling in small groups. It looked as if they were heading to a temple. Many people were dancing and singing with cultish passion as they were traveling. Many were wearing yellow clothes. Each group had someone bearing a torch. Some were carrying large swords. Vikraman was wondering with horror and fascination. Who are these people? And why are they carrying swords? Marapan's soldiers were watching these and whispering to each other. He heard odd words in the conversation, like Kali, sacrifice, and Kapala Bhairavar. These words caused him alarm and concern. He remembered the conversation between Kapala Bhairavan and Marapan near the Mahendra Mandap. When he realized it was the new moon day, he began wondering if Marapan sent him as a sacrifice instead of sending him to Kanchi. Just as he was thinking along these lines, he heard people shout, "Om Kali! Victory to Kali!" Vikraman felt his hair stand up on end. A crowd surrounded the cart. Their swords gleamed in the starlight. "Om Kali! Victory to Kali! Where is the sacrifice?" shouted a harsh voice. The soldiers walking ahead abandoned the cart and fled. The soldiers sitting on the cart guarding Vikraman, jumped off and ran away too. Vikraman's arms were chained to the side of the cart. He was not able to get off the cart. A voice from the back reassured him. "My king, it's me. Please don't be alarmed." Ponnan got onto the cart and removed the chains. As Vikraman jumped off the cart, he saw that two majestic horses were standing nearby, ready to go. "My king, get on the horse. We can't linger here," said Ponnan. End of chapter 33.